Hello, my name is Sydney Fairweather, and I'm reporting for the Delaware State University newspaper. I am pleased to have Xamara Coleman, Miss DESU Radio, so we can learn more about her. I would like to start with asking, where were you born and what was your upbringing like?
So I was born in Clinton, Maryland, and that is in PG County. But I lived half my life in Virginia and the other half in Maryland, and then I visited DC a lot. So I really consider myself like a whole DMV girl. And I currently reside in Waldorf, Maryland.
Who has been the greatest influence in your life and has impacted the woman you are today?
It's definitely my mom, no matter how corny that sounds, because she really was like a single mom most of my life, and she was doing a lot of overtime. She always went forward with her education, making sure that she was getting degree after degree to provide for me and our household. She has a doctorate right now, so it's
Wow,
just
that's amazing.
yes.
Can you tell us of your education history and what your goals or life ambition was when you was a student in high school?
I went to North Point High School and graduated in May 2021, and I was under the graphic communications program because I thought I wanted to be a graphic designer. And I now currently go to Delaware State University as a mass communications major with a concentration in public relations and advertising, aiming to be a copywriter or a PR specialist.
Can you tell us of your job or education experience prior to what you're doing now?
Prior to what I was doing now, I was a intern over the summer. And I also just did some regular jobs, of course, just to get some money, always trying to make sure I was ahead. And then last year, during my freshman year, I did serve as the corresponding secretary for the freshman class, trying to make sure there was like activities and just interaction among the class.
What was the most memorable point at your job or in school?
My most memorable point probably would be when I got accepted here under the full tuition scholarship. That really just threw me, and that really just made me feel like everything that I did do in high school was worth something.
Is this where you thought you'd be 5 years ago?
Definitely not. I thought I'd be at an art school in like New York or Georgia or something like that. But due to my major change, I'm at Delaware State, and I'm happy to be at a HBCU because I also didn't think that either. So
What informed your decision on doing what you're doing now?
I knew that I was able to do what I was able to do through the encouragement of the people around me, my friends, mentors, peers, and just also just always having that gut feeling that I was meant to just do more than just be a regular student. So
What are your plans for the future?
my plans for this future is to get an internship first, because I am a sophomore, and then either see based on that if I want to get right to work or go to graduate school.
What kind of advice would you offer a student who is undecided on his or her career?
I would definitely tell them to just try everything and don't let what other people say stop you. And also, there's no time limit to success. So take your time just to make sure you can do what you want to do for the rest of your life.
How would you describe the state of higher education in America today?
For higher education, I really do believe that we need to, change priorities, make sure that money and greed don't stop people from gaining their education or their lack thereof of
I
education.
agree.
Everyone just needs and requires like a same stable amount of education.
Have you ever traveled outside of the United States? Where and how does life outside compare to in the United States?
So I have traveled outside the United States. I did a whole tour of France, Germany,
That's so
Iceland,
cool.
all of it. And they definitely do just prioritize living a good life over a working life. And I really do hope that America can adopt that type of lifestyle.
What do you believe the future holds for America?
I feel like America is kind of digging itself in its own hole, and it's still like a project. It's not an established country yet. We're like the youngest of most countries. So I really do hope that we can come together as community to really find out what's best to make America America.
Are you interested in politics? If no, why not? And what is your take on the state of politics and the future of the American democracy?
So I am interested in politics. I'm not very hardcore yet, like my grandma, but I will be when I get older, and I do make it a priority to vote and all those things when I can. And I really do hope that everyone can just kind of start getting to know like their type of candidates and stuff like that, so we know who's in office.
What are your hobbies or extracurricular activities?
So my extracurriculars is just like everything artsy. Like I paint and like, I write and I make some jewelry for my
What's the
business.
name of your business?
Junk from Mars on Instagram.
Follow her.
Yes.
How would you describe your philosophy of life? That is, how do you see this life and what principles get you grounded and moving forward?
Definitely taking every day as a new chance to live an even better life, not
Mhm.
letting rejection stop me because I'm probably just being saved from something or, there's something better for me. I can't think negatively and really just to take risks because that's how I'm going to know
Yeah.
what's for me and what's not.
Let's end this interview with a memorable quote from you. How would you describe yourself to the world? Complete the sentence I am.
I am always willing to break down doors for new opportunities and always able to speak my mind on what's right.
Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to sit down and have this conversation with me.
Thank you for interviewing me.